Hello, Ellie here with WhoCulture. I've got something a little bit different for you today, but before we get into any of that, we need to say a massive thank you to Wizards of the Coast for sponsoring this video. Now, across its 60-year legacy, Doctor Who has taken fans on countless adventures through time and space, and coming October 13th, the iconic worlds, characters and stories of Doctor Who will venture into Magic the Gathering for the first time. And we thought, what better way to celebrate this amazing crossover than to try it out right here on WhoCulture. Now, for those of you who don't know, Magic the Gathering is a trading card game with over 30 years of traditions and millions of players throughout the world. In the game, you assume the role of a planeswalker, a character capable of traveling between different planes, like some other characters we might know. And your goal is simple. Use your spells to lower your opponent's life total to 0.
I'm Vince, also known as Pleasant Kenobi on the internet. Today I'm playing the Masters of Evil Commander deck, where I'm looking to give my opponents a villainous choice, where both options are bad for them. I'm going to assemble an army of Daleks, Cybermen and assorted baddies to exterminate my opponents.
Hello, my name's Crystal, I'm a Doctor Who fan and content creator, and today I'm going to be playing with the Timey-Wimey deck. It's a deck that focuses all on time and space, but mostly time, and it focuses on the 9th, 10th and 11th Doctors.
I'm Dominic G. Martin. I'm a Doctor Who content creator and audio producer, and today I shall be testing my encyclopedic knowledge of Doctor Who through the Blast from the Past deck, which will be focusing on the first 8 Doctors from the classic era of the show.
Hello, I'm Jasmine That Bronze Girl Bular, a writer, content creator, and dungeon master that you might know from Dimension 20. And today, I'm playing with the Paradox Power deck, a deck that focuses on the 12th and 13th Doctors and rewards players for playing in unconventional ways. Crystal, you're actually gonna go first, Doctor.
Oh.
Excellent. I'm going to play the 10th Doctor's TARDIS as a land. I think that's the end of my turn.
I'm gonna see if y'all can guess what this is. Now take your meds, don't travel at night, and don't drink the water. In fact, don't even touch the water. This entire planet has been made cruel.
People, do your thing in the comments.
With that, I play Frontier Biovac, which ironically does give you water or fire. Doctor, I yield the floor to you.
For my first move, I play Plains. That's a basic land card. And with that, I shall tap it so I can play Soul Rings, represented by the Eye of Harmony from the episode The Journey to the Center of the TARDIS. The Talisman of Progress, which is represented by the 4th Doctor's scarf.
Which you're
So you already have it.
Which I'm wearing right now, although
a real life
technically it's a
one.
different one.
And I'm going to tap 2 cards and make 2 mana and play our first villain. I've got a Cyberman Patrol.
What?
So this is a 2/2 Cyberman creature. And when he attacks, even if you block him, you lose life. Oh, and then I'm going to pass it.
Your villainous plot is thickening.
It's a meager plot at the moment. I've got one singular Cyberman.
First, I'm going to untap all my cards, and then I'm going to draw. I'm going to bring out Rose Tyler.
Ah.
Rose Tyler.
Bad Wolf.
And then I'm going to bring out another Doctor, the 11th Doctor. And we can almost do the cast of Day of the Doctor. We've got the 10th Doctor who's waiting in the wings there, and then we've got the 11th as well, so very excited about
I'd love to know what the 11th Doctor does.
So it starts with a quote, I am talking. And I think this quote, I am talking, that's the Pandora Cove,
Yeah,
isn't it?
Pandora Cove.
And that's the end of my turn.
Going to play River Song. Why wouldn't I? She's fantastic.
Are you drawing from the bottom because of River Song?
Yes! Spoilers.
So that means that you are going through a time vortex.
Yes.
You know something about the future.
Yes.
Or
But I
the
don't know
past.
exactly the order that it happens in.
She can see the future.
Very thematic.
Or knows the future. And now things get exciting. So I'm going to cast Davros, the Dalek creator. I now have a Davros, a Valiard, and a Dalek Emperor. So we get to do some really villainous stuff now. When we go to combat, each of you gets to make a villainous choice twice.
Twice?
So, twice. Because the Valiard doubles all my villainous choices. Oh. So you now get to choose to sacrifice a creature or give me a Dalek. Either way's a win, really.
No, but we can work together. We
Yeah.
can, yeah. And
There'll no doubt be a way to overcome this.
Okay, we need to not give him Daleks.
I don't think I can spare anything.
I'm going to sacrifice one.
Okay, sure. So that's 1 Dalek for me.
I'm a generous doctor. You
2
can have
more
2.
Dalek.
I don't want to sacrifice any of my creatures. I think I'm stronger with them than I am without them. So take your Daleks.
I have 7 Daleks. The Dalek Emperor from last turn gives them haste. I could have mentioned it, but I did mention it last turn, and you weren't listening. You're too busy talking about Doctor Who. So I just thought I'd roll
You're
with
using
it.
that against us now, are you?
I am indeed. Anyway, I'm going to combat, as I said. I'm going to swing some Daleks. And if you do block them, you still take 3 damage because of the Cyberman patrol and their pew, 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 pew.
Fellow doctors, I think I personally am in the position where I have to take this nasty blow and just hope to inflict as much damage as possible on my turn. So that will be my sacrifice.
It's only 27 damage.
At this point, I feel like I'm probably out of the game, but I'm gonna do what I can to thwart you because I'm petty like that.
Okay. At the end of my turn, Davros triggers. At the beginning of my end step, create a 3/3 black Dalek artifact creature token with menace if an opponent lost 3 or more life this turn. I think you did.
Yeah.
And then each opponent who lost 3, which is just you, can choose to draw a card or discard a card, but you have to do it twice because of the value card.
I'm sorry, Capaldi, the 12th Doctor has to go in the bin as well.
No.
All right, let's have a look at some cards. I'm going to put this time counter on here, and this is going to help me beef up Rose.
I'm going to block with my Dalek. Rose punches this Dalek and it falls apart. I don't want to take 18 damage. I think it's a bad idea.
I'm going to draw 2 cards, and hopefully we're going to get something we can use. Don't worry, I've got something really good.
Did you get the?
I've got something
Did
really
you get the
good.
thing you were looking for?
It's something I knew about, and I was hoping it would come up, and it has.
So what you're saying is that you've got a plan?
I've got a plan. Oh yes! You better watch out.
Be ominous.
2 cards.
Withdrawn. Excellent. So that
Cards.
increases Leela's power by 2, so...
That's not good for us.
No, it isn't actually, is it?
I'm okay with it.
It's goaded. Okay, I'm gonna play a little bit riskier than I normally would. I'm going to tap 5, 1 red, 2 red to bring out my flaming Tyrannosaurus.
As it happens, we do have a bit of a problem. So, naturally, I have Leela here, unfortunately. She is goaded, which means she has to attack one of you two, and not you, unfortunately. Leela will attack in your direction. And now the Tyrannosaurus crumbles into ash.
So is that it? Are you attacking with nothing else?
I'm attacking with everything else.
At the 10th Doctor?
No,
Okay.
you.
Okay, sure. How much is it?
I'm coming at you with 15 damage.
13's a good life total.
Still chipping away at you though. So for my next trick, I'm going to sacrifice 10 mana.
10
in order-
mana?
Yes, you betcha. In
Okay.
order to bring some blockers onto the field. And so,
Don't sprain your wrist. It's a lot of land.
it's a lot of land,
lot
yeah.
of land.
Tapping action
It's
going
fine,
on.
Yeah.
it's fine. Firstly, I summon Jamie McCrimmon. First appeared in The Highlanders in the 1960s. And then Joe Grant. First appeared in season 8 in the 1970s. And then the 4th Doctor, my commander, first brought into the screens in 1974. So I have some fun facts for this really trying time.
Can't deal with Rose right now, but I can deal with everything else. I'm going to tap 10 mana. I take a damage from one of my lands, and I'm going to cast an X spell. So an X spell says you can dump mana into it to make it bigger and bigger. I'm going to cast Delete.
Delete.
Delete. So I'm going to do 10 damage to everything, including my Valiard, except for the Daleks.
Ooh.
You're dead, my friend.
Yeah.
Unless anyone has any responses. I'm sorry, Jasmine, but you're dead.
Yeah. Well, no. The Doctor never really dies. He just regenerates.
I think you're bluffing about your I've got a plan, so I'm just going to kill you, I think.
Oh, how charming.
With a load of Daleks
Oh, that's brilliant, isn't it?
and a 6/6.
And a sit.
And then I've got 2 Daleks back to block Rose next turn. So unfortunately, we've just deleted the 10th Doctor, we've just deleted the 4th Doctor.
You deleted River Song, you
all
monster!
of the companions, River Song, even the 13th Doctor.
Even the Fugitive Doctor!
I'll tell you what, that Cyberman's doing a lot of work, more so than he's probably ever done in the show. But somehow Rose Tyler, immune to deletion. I have sufficiently Daleked everyone in the face, so I'm going to now pass the turn to you.
Well, Doctor, it looks like it's up to you now. You have a plan, let's see you put it into action.
The Doctor versus the Master. I've got something in my hand which I've been waiting to use.
Okay.
And it's the card to end all cards.
Okay.
I'm going to play the 10th Doctor. It's a card called Farewell. It's a pretty awesome card. And as you can see, it's got David Tennant regenerating, and it's got his famous line, "I don't want to go." I'm actually going to exile all artifacts.
You Daleked me right up, yes.
Not so fun now, is it?
No. Oh, hang on, sorry, we haven't finished resolving it. I also lose my Soul Ring and my Commander Sphere, my Talisman as well.
You are going to lose all of yours, and I'm going to lose all of mine.
I'm going to lose everything, even the game, it looks like.
And that leaves you open to attack.
Yes.
Thankfully for me, I've got Rose Tyler, who beefs up every time I have counters.
In a very dramatic Rose Tyler victory.
Rose Tyler has turned up at the Master's house with a big gun, and she's gone, "Do you like my gun?"
We did it!
We did it! The Doctor's won.
Cool.
And
Good
you're
always
finished.
prevails over evil.
Well, the thing about the Master is he always comes back, doesn't he?
Sometimes.
Yeah?
And you know what? So does the Doctor. So does the Doctor. She communes with the TARDIS and goes back to save the Doctor. So
Yeah, she basically becomes a god.
yeah. So I think that kind of happened here. She looked into the heart of the TARDIS and then punched you in the face.
Well, that was certainly very interesting and entertaining for me to watch, but what was that like for you guys to play?
It's a little bit tense at times.
It did seem a little bit tense at times, but also there were some really good plays in there. But what do you think was the strongest card in play?
Well, we all agree it's this, right? Dalek Emperor?
No.
Every turn making a Dalek?
No.
Every turn?
I'm going to say Rose, because she got beefy every turn. Like, every time she attacked, she got... No, it was the counters, that's what it was.
Just like she does in the show, right? She just gets stronger every time you see her.
Yeah. By the time she comes back in the 10th Doctor's finale, and she's crossed parallel universes, she's like amazing. I mean, she's always amazing, but she's on, she's been on a journey.
Done more damage than any Dalek or Cyberman did.
And also drawing from the bottom is something I've never done.
I think that's really clever as well. Like when you think about how it's linking to the characters and their stories and the storyline of River Song as well, like there's so much detail put into the characters and their positions on the cards.
So in Magic, you only get your most recent memory. So going further is delving further into your memories. So the thing you draw from the bottom would be her knowing the future. And then the fact that the deck does that with other things as well.
When you've got into the time vortex, which allows you to cascade cards specifically to the bottom, it's like you have an idea of what's coming even if you don't know exactly what you're going to draw next. So these two together just felt like it was like the show almost.
Yeah.
All the Doctors were enabling the casting of spells and doing stuff, and then the companions were the ones doing like the getting down to brass tacks and like slamming face and stuff. Like digging you deep into your deck and finding Farewell eventually. You didn't get Farewell off of the Doctor, but each time you attacked, you got 3 cards deeper to find the series finale.
The question I've got for you is, if I want to play Magic the Gathering Doctor Who, which of these decks do you think I should play?
Look, they're modular, and you don't actually have to play them exactly as they're out of the box. You can make your own episodes, you can make your own thing. You can even play like a Davros deck with a Doctor in it if you really want to go for a whole episode in a can.
Basically what you're saying is that I need to try out all of these decks.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, and if anybody else wants to try out Magic the Gathering Doctor Who, every Doctor, any dimension, then they will be available for purchase from October 13th. I've been Ellie with WhoCulture, and in the words of River Song herself, goodbye, sweeties.
Do you guys want to do another round?
100%.
Let's go!
Yeah. Can I play this time?
Yes, of course.
Okay.